Welcome to the channel. My name is Grizzy, and today we're going to do what no Apex YouTuber has done before. We're going to rank and provide a tier list on all of the maps of Apex Legends from the game's release all the way to Season 7 with the release of Olympus. Throughout the history of Apex Legends, we have played on a total of 3 maps, but these maps have gone through a ton of transformations, and today I'm going to rank those maps based on 3 categories. I'm going to rate each map based on public matches, ranked, and aesthetics. For public matches, I want a map to play out where there's a lot of action, less downtime, cool and fun ways to loot and play and win fights. For ranked, I want a map that promotes the most fair play and a map that requires a lot more skill than RNG in order to come out on top. And for aesthetics, that's pretty simple. We all like things that look good, so let's rate the maps as well on how engrossing and vibrant they feel. Because let's be honest, we want to play on a fun map, but we also want it to look good at the same time. Alright guys, so just before we get into the rankings, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're new here. I'm building a community where we focus on improvement at the game of Apex Legends, so if you're interested in joining the community to improve your gameplay and put your name on that championship banner, hit that sub button and join the Bears Den today. If you guys enjoy watching live streams, I typically stream on Twitch around 9 p.m. Eastern, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, and I'll also post a link in the description as well. I also have an active Discord where a lot of my community can get to know each other, build relationships, talk Apex Legends and group up. So guys, if you're interested, the Discord link is in the description as well. So alright guys, let's get into this tier list. Starting off, we have OG Kings Canyon, the map that started it all. Kings Canyon is the smallest map of the 3 that have been released, and since that, we have all evolved as players. It almost feels like the original map in its size. We've kind of outgrown it. To me, when I look back and think back on OG Kings Canyon, I get nostalgic memories of Skull Town and Thunderdome and all of the fun and crazy fights that went down on that side of the map. What a lot of people don't remember, however, is just how bland and simple the original map was outside of Thunder and Skull Town. I felt like Airbase and Artillery were pretty cool POIs, but pretty simple. The map just needed more stuff. For public matches, I give OG Kings Canyon a 3 out of 5 star rating. We did not get to play ranked on this map, and for aesthetics, I give OG KC a 3 out of 5 stars. Kings Canyon from the original game gets into the B tier for me, mainly due to the nostalgia and of course Skull Town and Thunderdome carrying a lot of the weight. Next up, we have Season 2 Kings Canyon. This map added in Leviathans on the map, flying creatures, and also bridges was altered with a new location called the Cage that was nearby. Cascade was also replaced with Containment. In addition to these changes, Octane's Gauntlet, the very first Legend-specific POI, was added into the game during the Iron Crown event on August 13th, 2019. Although the map wasn't changed greatly in Season 2, we still had Skull Town, we still had Thunder, but now we had Containment, which was another great place to fight, and Octane's Gauntlet still to this day for me. I think this is the best Legend POI that they've ever put out. It's literally tons of fun bouncing around on jump pads at that location and trying to go for some crazy shots or quick scopes. Kings Canyon Season 2 gets a 4 out of 5 stars for pubs for me, 3 out of 5 stars for ranked, and a 3 stars for aesthetics. We will give Season 2 Kings Canyon an A overall, mainly because Skull Town and Gauntlet, because yeah, you know what? We love Skull Town. After Season 2, we were taken and introduced to World's Edge for the first time. A vibrant and colorful map that was totally opposite and a different feel and vibe from Kings Canyon. What I love about World's Edge is the fact that you can have encounters in snow-covered areas by Epicenter, you could fight downtown in a major city, or you could have encounters surrounded by lava. The ever-changing scenery on this map is remarkable, and I've always enjoyed the introduction to World's Edge. For Season 3 in specific, the absolute best part of this map was Capital City. If you think Fragment East and West are crazy now, just think back to when everyone landed at the 2 construction buildings in Capital. It was crazy hectic, it was so much fun. I really do sometimes miss Capital City the way it was in Season 3. Now one major issue that I did have with this map was the guard towers that were located around several choke points on the map. These guard towers were seriously a problem in ranked, as a lot of in-game rings would end around these towers, and the team to get up there first pretty much had an easy win. That and teams would camp and hide in these locations, as you had to rotate to the next ring and there really wasn't anything to do about it. Who remembers the charge rifle and how broken that gun was in Season 3? How fun was it to fight a camping charge rifle on those towers? It was not very much fun. Anyway, I give Season 3 World's Edge a 3-star for pubs, 2 out of 5 stars for ranked, and the aesthetics, man, this map is beautiful and it gets 5 out of 5 stars. I hope they bring this map back for an event or something. They've really never brought it back except for the Christmas event for the Holiday Bash, but overall, Season 3 World's Edge ends up as a B tier map for me. World's Edge Season 4 added in Harvester and the whole vibe of the map changed, but I did like that they went in the right direction with more interesting POIs. Season 4 World's Edge separated Capital City into Fragment East and Fragment West. They added the Harvester POI, they added in Old Ways Bloodhound Town Takeover location. That's a pretty decent use of a mountain, I would say. In addition, they also added Survey Camp, which was a pretty cool POI to guarantee some weapons off the drop, and Season 4 added onto a solid map, but they improved the overall play of the map in my opinion. They took out those pesky guard towers and I was definitely excited about that move. Season 4 World's Edge gets 4 stars for pubs for me because Fragment, Skyhook, Sorting Facility, all of those places are so action-packed throughout the match. Rank gets a 4 out of 5 stars since they removed those towers, and World's Edge is the largest map of the 3. This means in rank you can actually defend yourself versus some third parties, unlike some other maps. In aesthetics, the map gets 4 out of 5 stars. Season 4 World's Edge gets an A tier ranking from me. After World's Edge and Season 4, we head back to Kings Canyon for Season 5, and man, did they really jack up the map. Why did they remove the 2 best locations on the entire map? I will never know, but Skulltown was removed. Salvage was added, Capacitor was added, Crypto's Town Takeover was added, which was a cool idea, and Charge Tower locations were also added to the map. This map, however, I will never understand how people enjoy this map for public games. The public games are so inconsistent, no one really lands close together. Typically for me, I land somewhere hot like Octane's Gauntlet, get in some early game fights, then I proceed to walk around the entire map looking for other players, and by the time I find other teams, the game is practically over. Everyone just lands so far apart, everyone dies so quick. I don't know, I just do not have a good time playing pubs on this map. Where some maps you might pop off and get some high kill, double-digit kill wins, you know, this map seems nearly impossible to drop 20 kills on. Ranked, on the other hand, me and my team always had a lot of success in ranked on this map. The third parties were more manageable versus the other Kings Canyon map, so I give pubs a 1 out of 5 ranking. Ranked gets a 4 out of 5 from me, and aesthetics, the map looks pretty cool with some more high-tech additions to the map, so it gets 4 out of 5 for aesthetics. Overall, this map gets on the C tier list for me. After KC, we move back to World's Edge for Season 6, and for me personally, I think that so far, Season 6 World's Edge is the granddaddy of them all. I think that this map has everything. Vaults for loot with cargo drones, beautiful aesthetics, locations that favor and benefit a wide variety of weapons. This map is large enough so you don't get instantly third-partied and ranked. Okay, sometimes you still get instantly third-partied, but I like the size for ranked with World's Edge. With the Season 6 updated, they added places like launch site, countdown, staging. I think staging and countdown are 2 great places to fight and land, especially with those rising blast walls that you can interact with. A few things that I do miss with Season 6 World's Edge is they did remove Mirage Voyage, which was a really cool POI, despite the absurdly loud drop of the beat when you activated the dance party, and then they also removed the train. I did think the train was a cool RNG feature, which it would come by for some clutch getaways or some cool Tom Cruise-like cinematics with certain plays, but you know what? This map has been my favorite map so far, and I give it a 5 out of 5 stars for pubs, 5 out of 5 stars for ranked, and 4 out of 5 stars with aesthetics, and it is an S tier map in Apex Legends. Next up, we have the hype around Season 7, and that is the addition of the map Olympus. Olympus brought us a beautiful map in the clouds and introduced us to several new features in the game, like the Trident and Phase Runner. Personally, I think the Trident is a balanced feature, and they got the map right with allowing enough room for the vehicle to drive around, but the map doesn't feel too open for enemy encounters. The Phase Runner was a pretty cool idea since you're able to travel across the map in an instant, and I do like the addition of the Phase Runner. Places like Rift are super cool how one area of the map can feel so different from others, and generally I think this map has some really amazing aesthetics. Oasis has those two awesome looking massive towers, and they even included the lore with Loba and Revenant by giving us Bonsai Plaza, which was the location where Revenant was introduced and took down Loba's parents. Overall, public matches seem to be fun with different ways to play and rotate about the map, and I've had some pretty solid success dropping some high kill games in Olympus. I give Olympus public matches a solid 4 out of 5 stars. For ranked, some people love this map for ranked, however, I found third parties to be a bit of a problem on this map, at least for the first ranked split. A lot of teams would hide out in various spots and be able to traverse extremely fast to third party your team, so I found that a little frustrating. So I give Olympus a 2 out of 5 stars in ranked and then a 5 out of 5 stars for aesthetics. I like the addition of Olympus, and I think it was a solid addition to the game. It is an A tier map. Lastly, we have Kings Canyon After Dark, as this map has returned a couple times throughout the lifespan of Apex Legends. I won't spend too long discussing this one because we've only been allowed to play LTNs in public matches here, and we haven't had it for extended periods of time, but personally, I haven't been too big of a fan of this map. The aesthetics look cool with the Halloween theme with the candles. However, I find that the lighting to be pretty terrible, and I feel like it can be difficult to see enemies on the map. KC After Dark gets a 2 out of 5 stars for pubs and a 2 out of 5 stars for aesthetics, mainly due to its poor lighting, and it's a D tier map in my opinion. I also ran a poll on my Twitter asking my community which map was their favorite, Kings Canyon, World's Edge, or Olympus. I was actually surprised by the final results, with World's Edge being voted as the top map by 65% of my community. Kings Canyon came out second with 21%, and then Olympus ended third at 14%, which I did find surprising. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the tier list of each map introduced into Apex Legends so far. I want to know your opinion in the comments down below, so make sure you comment which version is your favorite in Apex Legends. What is your favorite map? Also, make sure to like the video so YouTube can share it to other players in the community. Maybe join me for my live stream so you can get to know me a little bit better. Maybe ask some questions. Maybe we could even play some games. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. I'm Grizzy, and I'm out.